This couple from Dudley in the West Midlands were responsible for importing over £1 million worth of cocaine directly from Colombia. This is what the prosecution has said in a court case that has found Michael Williams and Jessica Waldron from Dudley in the West Midlands guilty of importing £1.75 million worth of cocaine. This story is really interesting because I have no idea what they were thinking. They went to a cocaine sourcing country in Bogota, Colombia, which already would draw the attention of the police. No case have I ever covered on the channel where people have gone directly to the country where they source the drugs. This is something that only Curtis Warren would actually do, but this couple from the West Midlands decided to cut out the middleman and go straight to the source, jumped on a plane, and I'm sure you imagine that they had some sort of elaborate and intricate way of getting the drugs back into the UK, but they didn't. They just put them into their luggage. The NCA said in a statement that the Colombian police were working with them and already carried out searches of the bags in the Colombian airport. They removed the 22 blocks of cocaine and put blocks of wood in there. When the couple arrived back in Britain at Heathrow Airport, they was arrested and charged with attempting to import Class A drugs. Both later admitted the charges on the 10th of October this month, and they were sentenced to 6 years and 8 months each. The NCA operations manager Darren Barr said organised crime groups need couriers like Waldron and Williams for their business model to function. Their role is crucial in the chain that sets up in South America and ends up on the streets of the UK. So that means the NCA believed that these two were not directly responsible for the actual drugs, them buying the drugs or being able to source them, but they believed there was some sort of courier. So whoever convinced them to do this must be very good at their job. This is one of the worst examples I've seen of trying to smuggle it in. Usually you will get some sort of really clever way that people will try to hide the drugs. But this wasn't the case. They thought they could just go to Colombia, and they've probably never been before, and they've got no real reason to go, and then just come back and become rich. And that is not how it works. And to be honest, they're probably lucky to have gotten away with 6 years. I look forward to hearing what the followers have to say on this story. And in some other news coming from the NCA in the UK, an Albanian organised crime group has been arrested in an operation involving the Spanish police. They said they've dismantled a gang that was facilitating Albanian migrants across the northern cities near Santander, where they ferried them on freight shipping routes to Portsmouth, Southampton and Liverpool. The migrants were believed to have come directly from Albania to Spain, and they was recruited at camps by the smugglers. The Spanish prosecutors said they're very high level and well organised, and the criminal gang would provide migrants with accommodation and also food, and they successfully stowed them away in the back of these freighter ships on their journey to the UK. They believe they were paid between €3,000 and €15,000 per person to smuggle them in. The NCA said in a statement that they worked with the Spanish police for over a year to identify the ringleaders of the organisation, and between the 3rd and the 5th of October 2022 they made 7 arrests, 2 of them in Madrid and a further 5 in the Basque region. 2 of the males that were arrested are believed to be the heads of criminal organisations that operate in Albania and were arrested in Spain. All 7 will now face prosecution in Spanish courts. The NCA said that they will keep dismantling these gangs that are responsible for smuggling the migrants into the UK and for also bypassing a lot of different laws across different jurisdictions. So I also look forward to hearing what everybody has to say on that story, and don't forget to send your stories to news@scarcitystudios.com. Don't forget also to follow on social media on Scarcity Studios on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and Facebook, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news.